So, what's the difference in general between coffee in Finland and coffee in Italy? And maybe I touch a little bit on coffee culture and some of the coffee I'm exposed to. Let me start out by talking about my experience of coffee in Finland. So, there is a kind of growing coffee shop culture, I think, in Helsinki, especially with kind of boutique roasteries and things like this. But typically, what people prefer and what you tend to find is uh, a light roast coffee brewed very strongly and almost exclusively using this. I think it's from the Netherlands. It's called Mocha Master coffee maker, which I understand they're handmade in Holland. And almost everyone I know uses exactly this brand of coffee maker. And almost every company I've worked for has this brand of coffee maker there, and almost every restaurant is using it. And the most popular coffee is just this standard drip coffee. And the other thing that's a bit funny for, I think, foreigners coming in, and myself included, it's still a bit odd, but when you buy a coffee, it can be quite expensive, a standard coffee. If you go to a place like a restaurant, it can be 3-4 euros, maybe even more with inflation. But you pour it yourself. So they're like, okay, here's your expensive coffee, you go pour it yourself. And that's the coffee culture. And usually there's milk, oat milk, maybe another alternative milk there too. The milk is usually, can either be this like coffee maito, which is a little bit like half and half maybe. It's a fuller fat milk. Or it could say crema, which is like a cream, like a heavy whipping cream, supposedly. I don't know if it's exactly that. Or it could be just this light 2% fat milk. So what's different in Italy? Well, in Italy, there's no drip coffee at all. There's no coffee maker like that I've seen whatsoever. At the place I'm staying, and I think it seems like it's quite popular because I've seen several stores that exclusively sell this, but it's this pod-style coffee, an espresso. You put a pod in and it makes you an espresso shot like that. I was hoping I could make a normal coffee with it, but it seems like that's not possible. Maybe I can make a poor man's Americano by adding some hot water, but I haven't done that yet either. Now, what happens when you go to like a cafe or something? Well, I think it seems to me like most people here are drinking like a straight espresso shot. And maybe if you're getting fancy, it's a cappuccino. But I don't know if that's just like an Americanism or something for foreigners that the cappuccino is popular. But it seems like to me, most people go, stand at the counter and drink shots of espresso. And it's quite similar to me. I was living in Paris for a while, and it was the same kind of thing. People go to this, like, in France, it's tabac. I think le tabac, it's the tobacco shop, and it's many things. It's like you can buy stamps and local things you would need, tobacco, which I don't smoke, stamps for like bureaucratic purposes, like paying for your immigration, usually some food or snacks and things like that, toys or candies for the kids. And they have something here, I can't remember the exact name, it's like tabanachi or something like this. But I usually see in a cafe like that. They're also kind of like a pseudo cafe. They may or may not serve some food, and other places too. People just go to the counter and drink right there. It's kind of a very big, interesting contrast. I would say when you go to coffee shops in Finland, like let's say a proper coffee shop, people go and buy coffee and sit down and have long conversations. And here, it seems like people are just doing like a quick break, slamming the coffee. But it's just my quick reflection here in Frascati. It's kind of a small town, if you can call it a small town, outside of Rome. And yeah, what about you? Do you have any experiences with coffee in Finland or coffee in Italy and what the differences are? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks for watching.